Distinguished members of the African Studies Association, thank you for the opportunity of sharing a few reflections today. As you know, at the beginning of the pandemic, we were all deeply concerned about the potential impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on African countries. But so far, most African countries have succeeded in preventing or containing widespread community transmission. Nevertheless, nearly 2 million cases of COVID-19 and close to 50,000 deaths have been reported to WHO from the African continent. All countries must remain vigilant, and there can be no place for complacency. The virus is still circulating, and most people remain susceptible. Even though the worst health effects have so far been avoided in Africa, the social and economic consequences have been severe. Access to essential health services have been disrupted. Hunger is on the rise, and many services to prevent and treat communicable diseases have been interrupted, including immunization. Many countries in Africa can take pride in the fact that they have improved their capacity to prevent, detect, and respond to emerging diseases and public health emergencies. However, considerable gaps remain. Social inequalities, weak governance, and the politicization of public health, all of this put people at risk. The health crisis is a profound test of the bonds of trust between communities and their leaders. As we have learned from our experience with polio, Ebola, cholera, and many other diseases, engaged and empowered communities are fundamental to response and prevention. National unity and international solidarity are more important than ever. The gaps in health and social protection systems are where the pandemic thrives. We must focus on the most vulnerable groups while supporting safe working conditions and decent pay for health workers. WHO is working hard to help countries across Africa improve their surveillance, preparedness, and response capacities, and collaborating with the Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the African Union, and to establish the African Medicines Agency. And we're working with international partners to provide equitable access to COVID-19 medicines and vaccines as they are developed. 186 countries have now joined the COVAX facility to ensure that once a safe and effective vaccine is available, it's available equitably to all countries. The world will recover faster, and the crisis will be shortened through investing in critical global public health measures. Investing in health is not an optional extra. It's the foundation of stable, prosperous, and peaceful societies and economies. We also need to use our experience and networks from responses to other health challenges and adapt them to the fight against COVID-19, such as repurposing the skills and networks of our polio teams to support the pandemic response. The lesson is clear. In the end, a strong health system and strong public health infrastructure are the best defense against health emergencies. The COVID-19 pandemic is an unprecedented crisis, but it can also be a catalyst for building the healthier, safer, fairer, and more sustainable Africa, the Africa we all want. I thank you.